Hello everyone and welcome to Mystic Moonstone's weekly angel card reading. The duration for this reading is the 18th of January through to the 24th. Okay, let's have a look and see what the cards have in store for us this week. First card we have is Archangel Jophiel, and we have the card of Illumination. Okay, quite often when this card comes out, it's not just about something coming to light, but it's actually about us appreciating what we have, the beauty in our life. Archangel Jophiel helps us to actually acknowledge what's going on in our life, what we need to be focusing on, and sometimes even what we need to discard, okay? But it's the simple beauties of life, and that's what she helps us to actually connect in with. Okay, so let's just have a look. We'll just go to the next card and see. And like I was saying about the beauty of life, the simple beauty of life, this card is about joy. So the beginning of this week is actually about just kind of shining the light inwards, so you have a reflective look into your life and see what it is that you actually have that is a blessing, okay? And there is no one, no matter how dark a place they feel they're in, that has no blessings. But it's a case of, quite often we take for granted the simple blessings, and we focus on what we don't have, where really we should be focused on what we do have, and just waking up, just being alive is a blessing. So there is no one out there, no matter how dark a place you may be feeling you're in, that is really in a totally dark place. Okay, there is always light if you care to look for it. So when Archangel Jophiel comes in around you, she just helps you to connect with that simple beauty of life and to actually feel the joy of life. Okay, so let's just have a look and see what we have midweek. Okay, midweek we have completion. We have Archangel Azrael. When the completion card comes up, it never ever worries me in a reading, because completion is what we need in order to be able to move forward onto the next stage. Okay, so sometimes it's actually just something either coming to a natural closing, a big closure, because we've gone through that situation where we've looked in our life and, like I said, something's not serving a purpose in your life, get rid. Okay, if you don't feel happy where you are, make the steps to move forward. And midweek will be that time where you've had that acknowledgement, that's come to light, it's been illuminated, and now it's time to close the door. So it's time for natural completion. It's time for the next stage. If you have been in a situation where you've been trying to get something completed, this could be, I don't know, signing the documents on a house, so a completion on a house. It can be actually signing your contract to get your job. Okay, it's that completion can be in that way as well. And completion isn't always about endings. Quite often completion can actually be the reverse, and it can be about beginnings, because it's about one door closing on a past chapter and a new door on a new chapter opening. So it's a positive, and I always like the gold star, or the gold, you've got the star here and it looks like it's got a golden light around it, and I always feel that's really important with this card. Okay, so the completion card I always feel is a really positive card. And Archangel Azrael, he's not just the angel of endings, but he's also the spiritual counsellor. So when he comes in around us, even sometimes when we find ourselves taking that transition from one chapter to the next chapter of our life, we feel like we need counselling, because sometimes letting go of what we've had, even if it hasn't served a purpose in our life, is actually really scary, and stepping into the unknown can be terrifying. So, it's nice to know that we have this angelic counsellor with us. And we have the angel of pleasure. So we've got joy and pleasure down here. I love this card. It says take pleasure in the things that you do. And that's about, actually accepting that if you follow your heart, you're more likely to take pleasure in what you do. And, I think these all kind of starting to go together, and the pattern's starting to come along now. I look towards the end of the week. And we have clarity. Clarity is Archangel Jeremiah bringing in the answers. Okay, because it's Archangel Jeremiah, I would say this is something you've been wanting clarity on for some time. So once again, I'm really getting drawn to some of you getting answers with jobs that you've been going after. As I said, completion on properties. Just kind of seeing a project through to the end and knowing that you've got to where you wanted to get to, you've got the clarity, you've got the confirmation. Okay, let's just have a look at the last. The last card is the angel communication. Communicate clearly, don't be afraid to tell it like it is. So when that confirmation, when those answers come in, make sure that you communicate your needs, make sure that you express yourself. Okay, this is your time, okay? And with some of the communication, you may find the completion is actually, for some of you, relationships that need to be moved on from. So as they've come to a natural ending, a natural closure, you get the clarity that this person wasn't the right person for you. Be sure that you speak your mind, not in a vengeful, malicious way, but in a way that actually grants you closure and grants the other person closure as well. Okay, so this really is a week of things coming to light, things that are no longer working for us needing to end, or of things that we've already acknowledged that we are kind of working on, a project we're working towards achieving, coming to a natural ending, coming to completion as in success. Okay, both the influence cards there are really positive. It's about joy, it's about the angel of pleasure, it's about taking pleasure in what you do. In the joy card you have the blue butterfly, so that's about you emerging your true self, coming forward. Okay, and if you notice in the angel of pleasure, the angel is completely naked, and I always feel that's symbolic of just being yourself and not being afraid to be yourself, not being afraid to follow your heart and to do the things that actually give you pleasure. Okay, the last card is the clarity, the confirmation, and the card of angel communication is about actually not being afraid to express yourself and to actually say what you feel on the inside. Okay, if you look at this, there's lots of blues and lots of greens. The green is the heart chakra, the blue is the throat chakra, and quite often our heart cannot be at ease or cannot be at peace until we actually let the throat chakra flow. Okay, so the two quite often go together. And quite often people say, why can't I follow my dreams, or why can't I do what I want to do, why does nobody let me? When in reality they've never asked for what they want, they've never expressed what they want. So, you know, that's quite important as well. Okay, so I'm keeping this reading purposely short this week, and I'm really sorry about that, just so poor Mel has a chance to edit it and get it off on Monday. I've been a little bit under the weather, so I wasn't up to doing it, well, yesterday when I should have done it, or this morning. So I apologise for that. Thank you for everybody for putting up with me. Love and light. Bye. Hello everyone, and welcome to the part we call the drawer. Okay, as I said in the main reading, I have been a little bit under the weather, a little bit disorganised, and I've lost my blue angel bag. I've got a funny feeling it's been belted somewhere, but hopefully I will find it. She's obsessed with that bag. So I've got all the names in here. Not quite the same. But anyway, let's pull a name, and I'll give them a nice rattle so you can hear them. I'll pull one out. Okay, I have Barb Lawler. Congratulations, Barb. Let's have a look and see what comes up. Okay, we have Archangel Zadkiel. When Archangel Zadkiel comes in, it's a time of emotional healing, and it's a time quite often of change. Okay, so look for that change coming in around you. There's lots of lovely spiritual colour on here, Barb. So with this, I would say it's really time to start to connect with your spiritual side, with your intuition, and to let the changes come in. Okay, clairaudience. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. Clairaudience, you know, I feel as I'm linking in with that card, I'm getting a real high-pitched whistling in my ears. I don't know if you've been experiencing this, but I feel that there's been whispers to you at bedtime. I feel, I don't want to try and scare you there, but it just feels like something is being said to you just before you drift off to sleep, and I just feel that you're not quite catching it. I want to say that it might be worth, I know you may be tired, and I know it's sometimes one of the worst times to do it, but I feel that you need to put a little bit of meditation into your bedtime routine. As you do that, I feel it may just stop this chattering that you can't quite grasp, and it may bring down this kind of whistling that I'm hearing, and it will give you the answers that you need. Okay, Archangel Zadkiel, as I said, is the angel who brings about the emotional healing, and I think there's a lot of emotional healing that needs to go on in order for you to be ready to go on to that next stage, in order for you to actually be able to start hearing more clearly. There's a really strong spiritual energy around you, Barb, and I really feel that you are ready to take things onto a whole new level. I want to say watch out in 2016, because I really feel that you will open up in this area. The other thing is, if the card says about the guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people, and as I read that the first time, the word I got coming in was mentor. So I want you to watch out for someone coming in as a mentor, but I also feel that you will be the mentor of someone else, so I kind of feel it's almost like you're in the middle here. Okay, so someone will come to you for guidance, but you will also go to someone else for guidance. And you know, this is nothing about anyone being better or worse. You may even all be equal, but you can bring different things to one another. Okay, so what I will say is just watch out for that being caught in that chain of guidance that is coming in around you. Okay, I also, as I'm looking at the card, I'm getting drawn in by the yellow, so I want to go to the solar plexus, and I really feel it's time for you to step back into your power. For some reason, you've kind of stepped out of your power a little bit. I would say from like October onwards hasn't been the most powerful time for you, but I really feel as we go into February, right, as we move towards February, that is the time where your power is going to start to increase and is going to carry on increasing. And for some reason, I really feel that July is going to be a month of huge potential growth for you, and that's kind of quite way off at the moment, isn't it? But I really want to go around July, and I just really feel, I want to say watch out for communication that flows in, watch out for communication that flows out from you. Okay, and I just really feel it feels like a whole new level is coming in around you. I also want to bring the name James in around you. Okay, I don't know why, I don't feel like this is even a spirit link. I feel this is somebody on the earth plane. I'm just getting something, I'm just trying to get something here for you. I want to get something else here for you. I'm talking about you laying in bed and not being able to quite grasp something, and I'm getting a name that I can't quite grasp. I've got the Jones very clearly, and I feel earth plane. I'm hearing what sounds like Stephen. Okay, now I don't know if it's Stephen spelt with a PH or Stephen with a B, because I can't hear it clear enough. It's almost like a whisper. Okay, but I feel that this is someone in spirit, and I want to go back. I want to go back away, but I don't feel in family. I feel this is someone who has either crossed your path or you have given a kindness to, because I want to say thank you. Okay, that's the other word I'm hearing with this, and I'm hearing it so faint, but it's Stephen and thank you. But I'm not being given a family link, so I can't go in there and go, it's this, it's this. So I feel that this may be someone who is crossed paths with you. Feels like an elderly gentleman as well. Feels like an elderly gentleman. But you've touched a lot of people without even realising it, and I feel a lot of people would want to say thank you to you. I feel that you've been there for people without even realising it, and you've been a shoulder and an ear. Okay, and for some reason I just feel there's a lot on the other side, okay, who are not family, but I feel I've got reason to say thank you to you, Barb, and thank you for the support that you've shown them. So I don't know if this is something to do with a job you've done, or something, just being a really good neighbour, I'm not sure, but I just really feel, I just want to get a thank you, and I feel it's like, it's more than one I'm hearing this thank you from, and it's male and female, and I just feel that you've been very supportive, and you can carry on being supportive to people. I don't think you realise just how much you touch those around you. I don't think you realise just how much a smile from you actually means to some of the people around you as well. I feel that you carry a lot of people without even realising it. You are a true earth angel in the energy that I'm picking up on here. Okay, and it's really time for you to actually connect with your solar plexus and actually start to put yourself first, okay, because you help others anyway, but sometimes the last person you actually help, Barb, is yourself. Okay, with that, I'm going to give you the Lover Spirit. I'm sorry I couldn't get that any clearer. So I'm not 100% myself, so it could be my fault today. With Stephen, ever since I've tried to connect in there, I've had a feeling in the throat, and that's not what I've been poorly with. What I will say is I feel that this man had either a throat condition or a chest condition or something to do with the breathing before taking his passing, and I feel he would have, I feel like I need oxygen or something, so I feel that it would have been along that way. I just hope that helps, but that's the only thing that I had that's come in, and I feel it's been brought in for a reason. Okay, with that, I'm going to leave you with the Lover Spirit. I'm going to say sorry. You know where I am if you need to ask me any questions on that. Everybody else, you know how to get your name in the bag. Love and light to you all. Bye.